Hi guys, how are you doing? My name's Neil. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out the Zoom AMS44 interface. Okay, so the Zoom AMS44 is brand new for 2022. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of exactly what the Zoom AMS44 interface can do, what you are likely to use it for, and how you are likely to use it. And then I'm going to plug into this thing at the end of the video and show you how this thing sounds. First of all, Zoom brought these new AMS series interfaces out in 2022, and there are 3 versions of this interface. The Zoom 44, which I have in my hand, I guess is the top model. It's the one with the most inputs. Obviously, the lesser inputs and the lesser spec, you know, the 24 and the 22 version, will be a lot more affordable than the 44, but I believe that the 44, for all the things that it does, is still a bargain and still a really good price. So let's check out all the inputs, outputs, and modes that this thing has. Let's start on the back. So first of all, the Zoom AMS44 can be powered via USB. This means that whether you have a Mac or a PC or a laptop, you can power this thing and record with this thing without having to use an external power device. For those of you that didn't know, the Zoom AMS44 and the whole AMS series can enable you to record and stream into your iPhone, iPad, laptop, Mac or PC. And if you're going to use the Zoom AMS44 for streaming or using with phones or tablets, there are 2 USB inserts here on the back. Is that one will be used for power, to power this thing, and the other one will be used to get your sound from the interface into, say, an iPhone or a tablet or an iPad. There is also another way of powering the Zoom AMS44, and that is here via battery. This means that you can use the Zoom AMS series on the fly. You can take this around wherever you need it, and you can film straight into your phone or your tablet or your iPad on the fly, and I think that's a really cool feature. On the back here you also have 2 outputs, a left and a right, which is pretty standard for any interface. You're probably wondering what this little switch does here, and I'm going to tell you about it right now. So there are 2 modes there which you can use when you're plugged into the Zoom AMS44. The Zoom AMS44 enables the user to actually stream. So not only can you record up to 4 tracks on this thing all at the same time when you're plugged into a Mac or a PC, but you can also stream live Instagram videos, TikTok videos or whatever by selecting by this button here either music mode or streaming mode. The other important feature, and one of the main selling features on the Zoom AMS series, is that you can actually, while you're streaming, you can actually play along to one of your own tracks or do a cover version online, and if you want to, you can do this on a live stream. The way you can do this is by selecting the loopback mode on the side here. Let's talk about the top panel of the Zoom AMS44. So you have 2 output controls right here, as you can see. You have 4 channels that all have independent volume controls. As you can see here above channel 3 and 4, there is a little button there. When you press this button, it lights up red, and this enables you to record in stereo. So all these inputs here will be right in the middle, but if you have something where you're going in stereo and you need, say, 2 XLRs or 2 TRSs, you will go into there and press this button. It will light up red to let you know that it's turned on, that stereo mode is turned on, and you will end up with channel 3 on one side and channel 4 here on the other side. The other cool feature here on the Zoom AMS44 is 2 headphone jacks here, so you and somebody else while you're jamming can actually hear exactly what is going on via headphones. When you use the Zoom AMS44 and it is plugged into an iPhone or an Android device, you have to power the Zoom via either battery here, or you can of course power it via a USB. If you have a socket nearby, you can come straight out of there and you can power it there. So effectively you would have this USB here going into your device to get the audio into your device, and the other USB here will be used to power it from the mains. So without further ado, let's hear how this thing sounds. Let's check it out. In this video, I'm going to use my EVH Stealth over here. My EVH Stealth is going to be going into my 2 Notes Captor X over there, which is just out of shot. And the 2 Notes Captor X will then be going directly into the Zoom AMS44. At the end of the video, I will plug in my wireless mic and I will talk to you guys also using a mic through the Zoom AMS44. Okay guys, so what did you think of that demo? What do you think of the sound quality of the Zoom AMS44? I think through at least the headphones it sounded absolutely fantastic. It really did sound killer. There was not much noise at all. Right now, just so you know, I have a Lekato wireless microphone. It's a K18. It's plugged into channel 2 now on the Zoom AMS44. I still have my guitar. Here, look. I'll just prove it to you. I still have my guitar plugged in and rigged up. The EVH and the 2 notes capture is going into channel 1 still now. The reason I've done that is just for noise references. I want you guys to hear whether the interface is noisy or not. You can hear a slight humming, a slight fizz, a slight hiss there, or at least I can through the headphones, and that is purely because the guitar is plugged in and the amp is fired up there, going through the 2 notes capture X. It's just a bit of amp noise. I think it's pretty cool. If you keep the Zoom AMS44 volumes on the independent volumes on the channels, if you keep them around 4 or 5, then you don't really suffer from any noise problems at all. Like I said, the microphone that I'm using now is a pretty cheap microphone. These retail at about £40 on Amazon, but they're pretty handy to have around. As usual, guys, let me know what you think down there in the comments about the Zoom AMS series, particularly the 44. You will be seeing it again in a lot of demos. It has made my life a hell of a lot easier. I can't wait to rig it up and do some live streaming. Once my EP is released in the next 2-3 months, the Zoom AMS 44 will enable me to be able to jam along live, or jam along at least in one way or another to the tracks on the EP for you guys, and I can't wait to do that. There's plenty of other products that are going to be reviewed and demoed on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon.